guys, welcome back to, well, you know what video this is. If you've seen the $20 ski bike build, if not, I'll have an iCard that'll pop up, like right about now. So, yeah, I'll have the iCard will have popped up already. Just click there and it'll take you right to the video, or at the end of this video. That's why there's no outro. Or intro, sorry. It's now going to be an outro where you can click a button and watch my next video or one of my other videos. Or now, if there's buzzing, the heater, I can just turn it in a matter of seconds. But I just got a heater going in here now so we can film more. Just going to turn it up to low. If it buzzes, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, so as you see here, this is the Weedwhacker teardown video. There's going to be a few parts to it. I don't exactly know. We're going to have for sure. This is for sure part 1. Part 2 is going to be reassembling it. Part 3 might be... what it'll do is I'll make it a 2-part series. We'll take it down, put it all back together. What I've done is just taken the screws out, just to make our lives a lot easier. So what you have in here is you got a coil, which I want to take apart. The coils here. We're just going to unhook the wire. There's 2 wires. That buzzing you guys hear is just the heater. So there's a black, which remember goes here. The red goes here. Yeah, so we'll set that aside. There is something wrong with our dogs here. No, I guess maybe not. Anyway, we will, yeah, she buzzes, that's the issue. So welcome to part 1 of the Weedwhacker teardown video. As you see here, we're now going to unhook this coil, which just has 2 screws. 1 screw here, 1 screw there. I should be able to do most of this with just a flat screwdriver. Yep. And I'm going to show you how to set on a Weedwhacker. We got power issues here or what? If you hear mooing, it's the cows. That's the issue at this place. Anyway, hope you guys like the $20 ski bike build. You know, I got to looking in it. It might be a little more than $20, but I just gave it a good price. For me, it was nothing. And you can go to, like, in our area twice a year in a small town by our place. Here's our ground. We got to remember that. We'll set that aside up top. We're just up here in the toolbox. Right there is where we're setting all the tools. Anyway, hope you guys... liking the content so far. Let's pop this out. Keeping you warm so you don't freeze and shut off on me. So it might be a longer video or it might not be. I'm not sure yet. But the cows are really mooing hard. Anyway, I gotta adjust this here. Something's there. I'm going to just unplug a couple things here so we don't trip a breaker. That's the light. It's got to stay on. There. Okay. Now. Okay, we're set. Okay, now. Pop out this guy, and then I'm going to show you how to set a coil. I know this Weedwhacker did run about, I don't know, a year ago. So, for the 20th video on the channel, whether, for video number 20, we're going to do our first ever on this channel, Will It Start? I know it runs after we rebuilt it. I'm not sure if it will. It needs a rebuild. It's got very low compression, but, we'll see why. So we'll take her down, and I'm going to show you in part 2 once we reassemble the whole thing how to set this guy. because you got a magnet here, or for your ground. Let me zoom in. If you look right here, you got one for your negative and one for your positive. I believe this one's a negative, that one's a positive. Don't quote me on it. But, yeah. Okay. I don't know why that's all getting bleached out. Okay. This is coming off, and then the coil's getting put away as a second part. And, one thing, too, is it's got an older spark plug in it. So we'll have to do a spark plug clean for it as well. The water truck is going to be here. So if he comes back here, which I know he will, I'm going to have to shut the camera off because it'll be too loud. But, well, it'll be the same video. You can hear him coming down. The cows are going crazy. The water's coming. So bear with me here. But, yeah, so the next step, I think, I'm going to grab this guy and pull these two off. Should be, I have a crescent wrench. I was just going to say. Come on. Might have to go grab a socket. Okay, well, it's going to be a little noisy here, but if it gets too loud, I will. He's not coming back here yet. We're in an old bus on the other side of the yard here. But, you may be, because this video you may see on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. I'm homeschooled, which is a good advantage as a YouTuber, right? Because then I can, like, this is being filmed at, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I had no clue the water truck was coming. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have filmed until he would have been gone. But, here's what it is. Just finding the right size socket here quick. Should be a 9 or an 8. It's not a 9. Let me see. Trying every single small socket. 11:30 seconds. That one is close. This one's the unnamed one because I can't find a name on it. And it is that one. We'll grab a small ratchet for it, which I had right here somewhere. Here it is, right in front of our faces. And this might even be the one. And that's funny. It was just sitting there too. That was not staged. That's kind of funny. But yeah, off comes. So this is the exhaust. And when we look down this exhaust part, this engine is not stuck, which is nice. Ideally, you want to do this on a stuck engine and go to eBay and buy a new piston as well as cylinder wall. You guys can't quite see me. Piston as well as a cylinder, like this whole assembly. You can buy them. If some chainsaws will do that, and and I'll say this now, and I don't know why I'm saying it, but eBay and Amazon are your best friends when you're buying parts. Like, for an example, say you have a steel chainsaw that seizes up and it needs a new piston. Don't take it to the dealership. Take it to a small engine mechanic, and they'll buy parts for it for like 25 bucks. Slap them on there. You can even look on eBay yourself, and that's also how you tell and make sure they're not ripping you off. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna pop this out. I'm hoping to get a new camera stand, which would be kind of nice. Yeah. Okay. Off comes the exhaust. That'll be set aside. We might paint that. Next is the carburetor, which is just these two bolts here. Let me zoom in a bit for you guys. I'm gonna have to zoom out because you guys can't see me. Or here you can. That was just a white blur. I don't know why I'm so bleached out, but I do have the window here. Let's adjust you guys so that it's not so bleached out. There, that's a little bit better. I mean, it's still bleachy back in here, but at least what we're working on isn't so bleached out. One thing that is nice too about, that's just a washer that's spinning there. One thing too that is nice about, especially when you're first starting to do small engines and bike work and stuff, bring your phone out, even if you have to set it makeshift setup, and film yourself. And then when you go, like if you need to rebuild something and you forget how you pulled it apart, it's why you have a video. You go back and you watch your video, and then you'll realize, oh yeah, that went there, right? And your bolts, like me, I've been doing it a few years, so I know that obviously these are the carb bolts and everything, and this here's the washer that goes here and here, the plate that goes for here, and then you got your choke cable, which would have went here into this bolt and then swung over, closed. Okay. Okay, well, I will be back. Okay, sorry about that. I had to run and get, we had troubles here on the farm, so we had to deal with that, but, where we were was pulling this shroud off here. This here would sit and close, because this is your choke, right? Yeah, so the way this works is this carburetor should just pop out if I give her a whack. Okay, I'm gonna grab my side cutters quick, and we're going to cut. I'm just gonna cut this fuel line here to just get rid of the carburetor here quickly. These things are pretty dull. So if you see my breath and everything, it's because the bus is starting to heat up here. I just didn't get the heat on in time, and so it's on now. So by the end of the video, it should be pretty hot. So here's a carburetor, pretty standard. They're very cheap on eBay. Aftermarket carburetors, they all work the same. They all have a choke on one side and work with a diaphragm on the top and then diaphragm on the bottom. They're all very simple. Next step is to pop out these 4 bolts here. Is my light on? Yeah, it is. It's just as light as it'll be, I guess. Yeah, let me see if I got my flat screwdriver here. I had it. Oh, it was around here somewhere. It'll be in there. I just gotta look for it. There it is. Now this can be done with an Allen key. I don't have the Allen key the right size for my drill. Otherwise I would use my drill. But they also come with flat screwdrivers on this particular Weedwhacker. I'm not sure about any other Weedwhacker, whether they do or not. I wouldn't know. I do know this one though. And it's just got these 4 bolts. We're starting to warm up. I can feel it warming up in here. It just takes about a good half hour to an hour to get up to temperature. Because I don't keep it on all the time. I should, I guess. Yeah, maybe I should keep it on all the time. Not just the heater, not the light. The light, I'm gonna order a system or see if I can make one where I can have a light switch that'll just turn on and off the lights. Because right now I'm using like a charging bar, which has all my stuff plugged in, which works just fine, but, you know. Got her all, the bus is all sealed off now. There was a few broken windows in it. Like, if you guys look right here, these windows, this one here, that one were broke out. So I put in wood to make it look better. We're looking here. I don't know why this is here. This is for this, so it goes over here in the parts pile. Okay. Out this guy comes. This might be a longer video. In fact, I know it'll be a longer video because we're on a Saturday. I'm hoping to have it uploaded tonight yet. It'll be the last screw here, and they're this size screw, which I know I have a few of them up there. Now this here as well pops off. Obviously your primer bulb, so the way this works is you got a hose here that comes down through this, comes through the back, hooks into your primer bulb, then the next hose comes off of the primer bulb into the tank. This one here goes into the carburetor, this one comes off, goes into the tank, and then that's how you get prime. We're going to set this aside. Now we have access to, that looks like just a shim. We're going to pop off this fuel tank next, which I think should just, yeah, it just pops off. It's just held in by that shim that, you know what I mean, it just shims in there. And next, so now you can see how everything works. We're going to flip her over, we're going to get out yeah, I might have to find a one for that. Okay. I'm going to look and see if I can find the right one for that to properly get those out. I knew I was going to have to anyways. I was just trying to prolong it as long as I could. You guys don't need to see all that up there. Okay, let me see what I got here. Oh, it's bigger than that. Smaller than that. That one might work. So we'll save that one, as well as I'm going to try and find another one. Probably going to be our only hook there is this guy. And nope, it's too small even. Okay, well, I'll be back when I find a... Okay, I went to the house and I grabbed the right tee. And if you have the same one, let's see if you guys can... Come on. It's gonna work. Right there. T30. It's a T30. So then what we're doing is popping this head off. So how you do that is it goes in here. Probably the reason why we have low compression is because this is loose and that'll work, and it was doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this off, and then we got to pop off this flywheel, and we'll get her down to just straight shells. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. You know, I really do enjoy making these videos, and I hope you guys learn something from them. I really do enjoy making them. I don't make them just because. I do it because it's a passion of mine, and yeah. So we're going to get this head off here, which is just one more bolt. And then what's going to happen is a piston will come out, and then we got to pop the piston off. Okay. There we go. And now, looking down in here, it's actually not bad. I mean, there's the odd spot there that's iffy, but it's not bad, not bad. Now we're down to this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that needs to be cleaned up. This here fell out of somewhere. We'll put that back in. Oh, that's get. So here goes. So here's your piston arm. Okay, and then here's your piston. We're going to clean up this piston. And the piston arm is still in good condition. You may be wondering, well, how do you know which one's which? They're both the same size, but this side fits better. So we'll go with that side after. And here's a pin for it. That'll sit over here as well. And then here's the piston. And the rings, they're super small. So I'm going to clean up this. I got a wire brush here. We're just going to see what that'll do. Gotten a lot cleaner. I might be able to go at it quick with a sandpaper block. 600 grit sandpaper. It's not ideal, but it should work. Okay, well, I'll leave it at that. When we put it back together, we'll get it better than that. But for now, that's good. So now in here, what you got is that's where your piston jumps up and out of this hole, because then your head sits on with the pistons. It would be like that, right? I mean, it's pretty amazing that a Weedwhacker, you know, is just 2 shells. What I'm going to try and do is pop this guy out, pop the flywheel off, and I don't really think we need to, but I think I will for video purposes. It's a 16, and I don't know, it's not a shallow, it's a deep socket here. Still not high enough. That one's close. Here's a 5/8. There we go. That's what it is. Okay, let's pop this bolt out here. Oh, I don't know if I can. If I can't get it, I'll leave it. Yeah, no, I can't get it. So, I mean, that's pretty good though. As a teardown, to put it back together, we're gonna put our rack together right. If you guys have enjoyed the video so far, make sure you like. Like I said in the beginning, if you haven't seen the ski bike build already, it'll be linked here at the end of the video where you can watch that video or subscribe to my channel. So if you haven't yet, subscribe. The intro, it's still the intro, and then there's a cool outro where that sits. Yeah, so be sure, I'm learning more and more about the whole editing game, so it's becoming a fun thing to do now. So stay tuned, give me 3-4 days and we'll get her put all back together and get it running again. And the running video will be afterwards. I want that piston. I might order a new piston for it, but I want to show you how to put everything back together. Stay tuned in the future. Next video is, if you see the description, if you look at this, so every time I post, just look at the descriptions and then you know what videos are coming up next. So that'll be that. Next video is obviously the reassembly of the Weedwhacker. I mean, really, a Weedwhacker starts out at what you see there, right, with all the parts and whatever else in the background. So, well, if you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye.